What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with the Brothers. It's your boy ML and my co-host, the Accidental Citizen. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. I'm not going to call you that because currently my squad is known for that until we get the trophy. But great nickname to my man in the Bay. What up, D? How you feeling, bro?
Like I said, feeling like I had to watch Tottenham for 90 minutes.
I was about to say, the crazy part is I was going to ask Dion, which team are you talking about? Because there's a lot of bottling going on today.
The Sonnies. Right. 100%. I can't even say it, but we're very close. We got to be careful out here. So got to talk about it, as Dion alluded to. He had to watch Tottenham today. Unfortunately for Dion and Charles, Tottenham 0 and AC Milan 1 in aggregate. The two legs are done. Tottenham is out of the UEFA Champions League. Do we start with Romero? Do we start with the chemistry? Do we start with Conte? What? Good defensive performance?
We talk about the same shit every episode. I don't think we need to talk about Tottenham this time. We've been saying it for 2 months. The team isn't good. Team's not good.
Harry Kane, was that a clap? I'm going to ask some direct questions. How about this? Versus the game of measuring the performance. Was that Harry Kane's last clap to the White Hart Lane, knowing that's his last game in Europe for Tottenham?
Nah, I don't think that's what he was doing.
Okay.
That's weird because he's got like 7 more home games left. So that's
weird. But just like an acknowledgement, but I hear you. But they think about things in terms of competitions.
99% of the stadium season ticket holders. So you're going to see everybody on Saturday. Same people.
Romero, still a good signing, or we're like, he's reckless. Can you trust him?
No, he's still a good signing.
Yeah, very good.
Okay. All right. I like Romero as well. So we have a quote. Charles, you sent it to the group chat just recently. I just wanted to make sure that we talk on that really quick. It's our boy Richarlison, the starting number 9 for Brazil this past World Cup. Richarlison says, "I'm honest. This season has been shit. I want to play," he tells TNT Sport. "I didn't understand," in brackets, Conte's choices. "I was in positive moment, and Conte put me on the bench again. Yesterday, he tested me in the starting 11 and then bench again." Y'all's feedback on that? Is it done? Is it just time is Richie more or less asking like, "Hey, I'm out. Conte's back"? What are your thoughts? Why don't you go ahead, Charles?
I mean, my first thought is because this generally speaks to this whole thing that I've been wanting to get at is why do these teams keep spending all this money on these players not to play them? There's a lot of teams spending over 50, 60 million for guys that are just on the bench. I play about my free Donny van der Beek, but they literally paid like 50 million for him. Like, it's just distressed assets that are like, it's pointless doing this. When it comes to Richarlison, Dion and I have been saying this till we're blue in the face about the tactics being wrong, but that they're not having the right system for those players. Sonny being encroached upon by the wing backs. Harry Kane needed to play deeper. We were saying play Harry as a 10 with Richie ahead of him for 4 months now, even pre World Cup, before he showed his ass in the World Cup and showed that he was balling. So I don't think it's like, as much as like I'm a Conte fan, like overall, like his body of work, I like, scrounging in the Italian league, but I've been in a lot of sports and a lot of things, and if at a certain point, the coach has got to adapt to the players, and he's not putting them in the right position to win. They got some talent. There is a talent gap there. Like, I don't think some of those guys, like, there's 5 decent players and another 6 that are borderline. I've been watching Spanish football since I became a soccer fan. I love Spanish football more than anything in this soccer world. I have no fucking idea who Pedro Pero is. And that is like, that's my point. It's like, he's not even on the Spanish blip. I don't know who this guy is. So, Dion talked him up. He sent me some footage like his boy Mikhailo. And I thought I was believing hype. So, But look, he's trash. It's just a lot of like mediocre play out there. But Conte should be doing better. And the simple fact is, my guy is right. Before we get started delving deep into this fucking pod, I gotta give a toast to my man in gold over here. Tottenham's terrible and they sleepwalk in the top 4. They're not good.
Can I say something on that front real quick? Dion's right today. He's absolutely right today. I don't think they're going to be there a month from now.
Who's gonna take it from us?
Liverpool.
What are they doing?
You think they're sleepwalking? I think they've had a really good last month outside of the Madrid match.
They've been awful this year.
For the year, but they have played way better the last 30 days.
That's sleepwalking.
Once again, the fact that they're sleepwalking in 5th.
Yeah, they're sleepwalking. So they played. The whole point is you can play good for a month and get top 4. Tottenham did it. They're top 4. Liverpool's doing it now. We'll see if they get
Chelsea
top 4.
finishes 6th. I wouldn't be surprised.
Shit, Chelsea can still get top 4.
I mean, listen.
Now, all you gotta do is play good for about a month.
If Chelsea makes top 4. This theory is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cemented.
I mean, it may already be cemented. I'm not here to say once again, Dion's not wrong today. Actually, and once again, he may not be wrong come Memorial Day.
We have not felt good about them on. I felt shitty about their performances, even when they win. I've maybe felt good like twice this season about them playing.
I mean,
the FA Cup loss was that was I threw my hands up at that fucking moment. That's when I became an accidental citizen.
That which was last week. So y'all just haven't scored in 120 minutes or what is it?
Sheffield Wednesday on a Wednesday.
270 minutes.
It's awful.
Even if Liverpool overtakes Tottenham, the theory still stands. And if Newcastle does it, Newcastle doesn't even try to win games.
Yeah, that's low block United.
Like they don't even try to win. If you could get top 4 and you're not even trying to win, I don't know what to tell you.
I feel you. We'll come back and let's stay with Chelsea for a moment. Yesterday at the Bridge, Dortmund 0, Chelsea 2. Aggregate of Chelsea moves on to the quarterfinals 2-1. Who? Now I got to give props to my guy over there too from the Bay. Questions about Jude.
Stinks.
Questions about Jude. Are we sure Jude's good? And Dion has been asked this question for about 2.5 weeks. We asked X to elaborate a little bit. Buddy, the lights were on at the Bridge. He had a sitter.
Honestly, that was his best performance I've seen him play, if I'm being completely honest.
But you gotta score that, bro. Like, the moment was there. Like, I mean, the back goes up probably 30 million euros if they come through. Like, it was stinky.
His salary is going to be nutty no matter what. It's Dortmund that loses out on money based off his performance, not him. Like, he just won't go if they're not going to pay him 10 million per year. Like, he just won't go.
Yeah. I more look at his body language and stuff. I just feel like he's just ready to go.
It's a wrap, right?
Like, it's like I think he just understands the limits of like the squad and everything. Like, they're playing well. Like, even though they lost
in the Bundesliga, sure,
they're still playing well in the league and competing. But like, I think he's just ready to go. I think, especially like the middle of the season World Cup, where he's just been with all his English dudes. Like, he was just with them, just with the homies.
The picture with Trent, it's all been changed since then. Once again, you could see Jude club level before the World Cup. Now the thing is, the team's playing way better. Team's in phenomenal. Phenomenal.
He stunk in the World Cup too.
But I just think he's in cruise control. Like, he kind of looked like he ain't really
not trying to get hurt.
He ain't really trying to pull nothing.
How old is he? 20?
Is he 22 now?
21. Listen, I think when you're that young, you go through ups and downs. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm not going to pretend I was watching the Bundesliga before the World Cup. Barely watch it now. It is kind of electric, though. Like, they score way more goals in the Premier League. It's kind of
19.
He's 19?
Yeah, he turns 20 June 29th.
Okay. I mean,
Jude Victor William Bellingham. What a fucking name that is.
He just needs some. I think he's one of those guys too. When you put him in he's going to play up to the competition. I don't really think he's probably like. I think once he gets in the Premier League and he's being pushed every week, like he'll actually. Oh, okay, this is what we on. Say less.
I also think him and Gio are really close. I don't know if you guys like notice like body language between the two.
The moment the game was over when Gio came on,
Big body language guy.
Now, he came on like the 7th minute, right?
and the game was over.
Yeah, no, the game. No, so the moment Gio went out there, I knew Dortmund like didn't stand a chance. That was white
encroachment, by the way, Dion.
Huh?
It wasn't his encroachment.
It's debatable
because you can't be.
He was like a mile. He was like a mile offside.
Yeah, that's as close to the goal as his ass was going to get.
Yeah. Listen. Anyway, him and Gio seem really close, and I think Gio stinks. But I also find it hard to believe there's 7, 8, 9 attackers on Dortmund that are better than Gio. Like, no matter how bad you are, that's a lot of fucking people that get in the game.
That's not including the 2 hurt guys.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's just a lot of people that get in before Gio. Like, maybe he shouldn't start. He probably shouldn't be first off the bench. But I watched a Dortmund game where they brought on 4 attackers and Gio was cemented to that bench.
Man, I tell you what, I think
there's something going on there with the manager. Gio's a diva. But if you're boys with Gio, like maybe you also have something going on with the manager. Jude's too good not to play, I guess. But like body language wise, he looks like a guy that doesn't want to be there. He kind of perked up when Gio came on the pitch a little bit, which I thought was interesting. So I went on their YouTube channel, and like every week, Gio and Jude have some video together on there where they're like guessing each other's favorite food and shit. A little weird, not gonna lie. Little fucking weird, but we're not going to get into that. 2023, we won't get into that.
Pedro and Gabby were doing it. We love it, so let's keep it a bean.
Yeah, well, they're both Spanish teenagers. I didn't even know. I'm be honest. This is on me. I wasn't even fully sure like Jude spoke like as beautiful English as he did until I watched the first video. So like, good for him. But they got videos like every fucking week. So I just think like with Dortmund, there's something deeper that's going on. But they're so fucking talented that it doesn't really matter.
That's me. I'm just in a note.
No, Kevin Durant's out tonight.
Oh, okay. We may need to level up on some bit. Thank you. Charles, were you impressed with Chelsea's resolve?
Resolve.
They played against Gio Reyna.
Yeah.
Charles, it's been a tough week for them. They came, granted, it was Leeds. So Leeds, by the way, Leeds is still above the relegation zone, barely.
Are they above or are they tied in their above in goal differential?
The latter, but
okay. So they're not above.
They would, if the Premier League ended today, they would still be.
Does it?
Yeah, holding these American boys to the fire, man. Holding them accountable. I got you.
Hey, man. I have
not
seen a lot of top level performances for them.
Yeah, Jim Jordan.
And shout out to Charles because he called this shit. I was watching SportsCenter and they were talking about how Pulisic and Reyna played against each other. Bro, they literally did that shit. I'm so sick of our players going to Europe just so SportsCenter can run a headline. Go somewhere where you're going to play. Go somewhere that's going to benefit you. Go somewhere where you're actually going to learn. What the fuck is Weston learning at Leeds, man? How to sit back? They play 7 defenders in the box. They don't even try to score. What is Gio learning at Dortmund? Not a thing. Pulisic only got on the pitch because he was hurt for 2 months.
I had to make sure Buddy was all right.
They just wanted everyone to know that he's still alive. That way they could sell him in the summer.
Man, Bowley said go ahead and get him out there with Gio.
I tell you what, he was on it though, right? He's like, "Hey, listen, we got a chance here. Let's get this marketing up. Let's get this marketing right."
Because I promise you, if he's fully healthy, there's not a world where he comes off the bench before Mudryk. It's just not. Mudryk went for 100 M's. If Chelsea got offered $100, Pulisic wouldn't be on Chelsea.
I mean, I still don't think fucking Kai Havertz should be out there over a lot of people, but I mean. Mm-hmm. Now that Raheem's back and healthy, like he should be a guaranteed starter because he's better than all of them too.
I thought it was their best lineup, but since Potter's been back there, maybe you could figure out Loftus-Cheek You could put Gallagher out there. I rate Gallagher. I like Gallagher.
If he was on the Champions League squad, I still think Raheem and Aubameyang up top would be better than.
Yeah, I think they could, pending their draw. I think let's wait and see what their draw is. But like, bro, I'd rate their chances to get to a semifinal before that.
We keep talking about Aubameyang like he wants to play. He does not. Like it is what it is.
You gotta give.
Unless that jersey's gold with that Barcelona patch, Aubameyang wants nothing to do with being on the pitch right now.
He shows up. He shows up on the weekends for the.
You know where else he shows up? IG Live twerking.
True, but I mean that's where we're at.
Good, I follow. Great car collection.
You don't want to be there.
Yeah, good momentum for them. The 10th place team in the EPL beat the most informed team in Germany this past week. Interesting times. We'll see how the draw goes next week.
Yeah, but wasn't Dortmund missing like 3 dudes from their starting 11?
Same thing with Barcelona.
Didn't play.
I respect that. Same thing with Barcelona United. So.
Mumukus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He ain't play. And I don't think Jude played either.
Jude? What do you mean?
It's sarcasm.
Hilarious. Dion, come on, man. Got in front of that goal. I think he's got to put that one home. It's tough because
his pass to Gio, where first off, Gio kicks like me with my off foot. My right foot's still nasty. But he kicks like I'm kicking left footed. The pass he made to Gio is disgusting. Like when Jude is locked in, like he shows the flashes. It's just. He's a midfielder, and I go about 88 minutes without knowing he's out there.
Hear you.
I just want to note that Chelsea is 7 points back of 6, so they can.
Yeah, they're getting 6th.
Hey, listen, Tottenham might get 3rd. They just got to play good for a month.
I say this right now: 7-0. Will F your stuff up on the grounds. Nah. That's all you're hearing from your boys. You never know, Dion. You got to watch that. I agree.
I love that shit. If you going to lose, just get dogged. Listen, the moment they score the second one, just go all 11 go up there. We're going to try and score. If they score 10, they score 10. I love that shit.
Who was that? Is that me?
Nah, I stopped. Dion, you said as soon as they scored the second one, I'll have them edit that. Hold on. Started in 7, 6, 5.
He said 7.
4, 3, 2.
As soon as they score 2, I'm putting everybody on attack, and if they score 10, they score 10. I don't care. I'm not here to lose no game 2-1. I get no joy out of that. If we gonna lose, I'd rather lose 7-0.
You know what? He didn't even change the tactics at all. And I was surprised, like usually in soccer, like, when it's 4 or 5, like, hey, everybody just kind of stay back. Let's chill. Let them pass around and whatnot. He was still letting these dudes go on breaks. It was wild. Now, they should have had 2 goals, though, before the half, though, I will say. But, yeah.
If you go and lose that way.
That boy Anthony was just out there. He wasn't getting cardio. Usually we say he out there getting cardio. Motherfucker was just out there getting air.
Charles, I need to ask you this because you would know. Have we ever seen Anthony and Rafinha in the same room?
No, but
might be the same player.
I mean,
it's
Rafinha. Only difference is Rafinha has like an infinitely better skin.
I'm sorry.
He has infinitely better skin.
Yeah, that little.
No. First time I seen Anthony, I was like, he ain't got his first check yet. He ain't got him on the starter pack. Cristiano starter pack.
The Jalen Rose 95 to 97 with the
team. Like Cristiano on Porto on Sporting.
He looks like if Garnacho doesn't learn that like acne cream exists. That's Anthony.
I just love how they all came back with blonde hair.
They all came back for what?
They all got blonde hair now.
Brazilians. Wild. So let's go to the, unfortunately I had to go to a wake, which is where I'm coming straight from there and had to come here, but we here for you.
My bad, ML. Did Rafinha start for Brazil?
Yeah.
Right wing.
Yep.
Hey, listen.
I think every game.
It was a lot of expectations for my son Neymar. They had him out there with Rafinha, Anthony, Richarlison. It was a lot of expectations. They had him out there in the gutter.
They're
been
crazy. Hey, listen. I think that what was it 5-0? It was a Ghana, and that kind of got things like kind of crazy, and everybody's like, "Oh, okay, here they come," and then
Listen,
they
if this is the U.S.'s golden gen, that is Brazil's like stone gen, like stone age. That's BC.
Yeah. My dog Ronaldinho, the best player ever at Barcelona. Joking. Just want to see your reaction to that. I love Ronaldinho. He's the most entertaining by far. I think
he's the reason I became a Barcelona fan. So I'm not here to denounce that, but I mean, put some
Jumpman, everything. He's our guy.
You know. Yeah, who was the defenders on that Brazil team? Was Marquinhos out there?
Yeah.
Boy, they had a lot of expectations for a bad team. What's the difference between Brazil and Belgium?
Neymar and KDB. Neymar's it. Neymar's it.
They wanted him to cure cancer.
Well, respectfully, that shows actually because the previous World Cup, KDB had buried the boys and got to a third place.
Listen, Neymar was out there playing with that's like U.S. If the U.S. and Mexico combined rosters, that's what Neymar was playing with.
Once he got hurt, we probably should have known. We probably should have just taken all our. Yeah, it was pretty bad in Croatia.
Rodrigo don't start for Real Madrid.
Yeah, right, but on the bench, young boy. So
he's young. He young.
Rodrigo. Respectfully, I mean, I'm not saying he's the youngest.
Now let me find out he has a 2 in his age.
There is. There's definitely a 2.
Let me find out he has a 2 because I just found out Jude's
19 years old. He can't be young. Him and Bukayo are super young. Bukayo's not even 21. Rodrigo's 22.
22? He done with college.
Well, academy done.
He would have been done with college. That's an adult.
What is our soccer old? Because if that's the case, then all my Barcelona players are young. Because fucking Frankie De Jong and Dembele are only 25 apiece.
Vinny is 20. Oh no, hold up, dog. Actually,
how old's Richarlison?
Was it Vinny, Richarlison, Rafinha as the? Yeah, they were.
Rafinha's 25.
The front three.
Rafinha, they had Neymar out there with who?
Vinny Jr.'s 22. Rodrigo's 22. Anthony's 23.
Yeah, I see why Neymar didn't want to go. I see why they had to force him to be there. Yeah, he said, "You got me out there with who?" Oh no, I'm staying in Paris, brother.
They got the young boys just won the was it the U17s or the U20? I think they actually won both.
That don't help Neymar.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey,
I get it now. His little documentary where he said Qatar had to force me to go. If I looked at that starting 11 and said, "Oh, I got to spend a month in Qatar," no sir.
I want to tell you. I actually have some thoughts on the Brazil team real quick, but let's get to PSG real quick. PSG 0, Bayern 2, aggregate 3-0. Our boy Messi is done in European football for the year.
Maybe ever.
Yeah, maybe. Could be.
Maybe ever.
Then Mbappe gets his little interview today saying he's not worried, very committed. Man, the PSG project is a failure, right?
He didn't say he was very committed. That was a shortened quote. He said he was committed for the season. He don't got a choice. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Did Neymar go have the same injury?
They don't do that Kyrie shit at PSG. Like, you got to show up to work.
Do y'all think Neymar's injured?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
No, I think he did what he did for Brazil. He looked at that roster and said, "Oh no, my ankle hurts now."
Nah, it's because it's the one thing that is like him and like also because of him and Messi's friendship. If he was hurt, he would have given it his all to try to get out there and get them.
Him and Messi do not want Mbappe to win the Champions League title. I think they would rather. I genuinely believe the two of them would rather lose than watch him have that trophy.
Charles, what's wrong? Like, you got to break it up, right? It's just done. Like, PSG, the project, this the big three project is over.
Where do I start? One,
please.
Don't ever call PSG a big club. They're a small club.
Yes,
here's their problem. They think they're a big club. They're not. They're a small fucking club.
Yes, they are.
They are punching above their weight class, and that's why they can't get it right. They have a culture problem. The problem is Mbappe. I was texting about this in the group chat.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he is the captain,
yes,
on every level, not the fact that he's on the field the captain. The fact that they with a team that has Sergio Ramos, who should be the fucking captain, Messi, who should be the second captain, Marquinhos, who I'm down if he's fine. I have no problem with him being up there. He is the captain as well. But the fact that being the captain is earned. Being a captain is one of the things that the team is voted on. I know usually on teams that win, being the captain is important. And I'm not a Real Madrid fan. I have never seen a Sergio Ramos team that he's captain lay down.
Never.
PSG laid down today. The reason they lay down is because, once again, the fact that that Mbappe gets to do what he wants, they get to make him captain over people that are far more fucking qualified than him to be captain, and all things like that. I think is why they don't win, because when shit gets hard, they don't. What was he going to do? He was going to be the one to turn around and clap him. He was going to be the one to get them together. Nothing. Fucking speed merchant. They put the best North American player out there and zipped them clean up. Fonzo is that man's kryptonite. You put Kyle Walker, Balde, any of them boys back there, he ain't gonna do nothing to him. If he can't outrun him, he can't do it. And like I said, he be out there with them fake ass step overs, making it look like he doing something. Out there, like I said, he out there doing fucking Wojciechowski over there trying to smack the ground. That shit is fake hustle when he does that. He steps over and goes straight to goal kicks because all he does is dribble out of bounds. That shit is look like you're doing something, but you ain't doing nothing. I was so sad. Y'all, it was so indicative of the way they were playing was because he was the captain. It's the
arm man match. Marquinhos was the captain today, though.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, and then he got hurt. But he was. Marquinhos started as the captain.
Marquinhos started
as captain.
Yeah, and then
he started as the captain.
But I'm just saying,
he is their captain, but he should never. Why is he number one assistant? I don't get that at all.
Why is Marquinhos the captain?
Bro, it's just out of respect for their veteran stuff.
Yeah, he's been there long. He's been there for 10 years.
You got to get. That's like Ramos.
But Verratti should be there. But I'm just saying, the fact that you have those people, you have leaders on your team who are in leadership positions.
Yeah, I actually think that Neymar and honestly, just because it's about experience though too, and just on the pitch, not having Ramos and Neymar out there for them. I mean, they played much worse once Ramos has been injured.
Listen, correct. I'm really glad you brought this point up. I don't think anyone would have guessed that PSG was in fact worse without a top 3 player in the world in Neymar.
It's Neymar and Sergio Ramos, though. These are champions of the Champions League, bro.
You acting like they're missing Richarlison. We're talking about one of the greatest players of all time.
And it's interesting because if you see some of the reports are actually it's better if Neymar's gone for the I think that was kind of made up some BS. You can't. The culture's just messed up. It's just over. It's okay. They're not a big club. I agree, Charles, and it's just over.
I disagree with that. You can artificial your way to being a big club, and
not be young.
I think that's the point.
Tottenham's done it.
They're the literally example. They're perfect.
But I don't think at its core, part of why I like Tottenham is Tottenham's kind of a small club punching up.
Literally the Big Six. I mean, it's in the name.
But that to me, that trophy case gives us underdog vibes to me.
Charles, I'm interested to see.
They may not really be a big club, truly. In my opinion, if you're talking true big clubs, you have the 2 Spanish clubs, Man U, and then you have Bayern, and then you have probably a tier below with Arsenal and City. And then a tier below that with the Tottenhams, Liverpool, Chelsea, PSG.
I only think
Liverpool's a bigger club than Munich. Liverpool's a bigger club than Bayern.
No, I wouldn't say that.
They are.
Around the world, I don't believe
I think there are only 10 really truly big clubs. Like, and I would say AC Milan and Inter are both big clubs.
Yeah,
I don't count Italians, so I forgot about them. But like, there's like, I'm saying there's like 2 teams from every league that Americans acknowledge. Those are like big clubs. Everyone else, like, there's a tier below where you're still a big club, but you're not like them. And then there's another tier where you major yourself.
But in French football, Marseille's a bigger club than PSG.
Yes.
Yeah, but PSG is an artificial big club like Tottenham, where like if you're willing to spend the money, then you become a big club.
Yeah, but even Porto has a fucking Champions League.
That's fair. But again, like until them dudes sell that team or buy an EPL team, we're gonna go into every transfer window wondering what PSG is gonna do.
I just never care. Like they bring dudes off the bench, and I'm like, oh shit, they got Carlos Soler. I forgot about him. Oh shit, they got Fabian Ruiz. I forgot about him. Like they got dudes I just don't like. I feel like I said that shit is like going to purgatory, bro. Like it doesn't matter it just doesn't matter. Like I forget that Donnarumma's their goalkeeper because it's like, is it Keylor Navas? Oh, they got rid of him, but it's Donnarumma. I don't even like. And he's so shittily, so poorly fucking protected. He giving up goals anyway. No matter how good he is. Mm-hmm. They left him back there with Gnabry today.
That part I agree with. I don't care what they do because they're in the French league. I'm just saying, like, PSG from a standpoint, they're an artificial big club. If you threw them in the EPL and they spent as much money as they do in Liga 1, like, we'd be having a different conversation, I feel like, about them.
Just
fair.
Like I said, that shit it's toothless. Bring my boy home. Get my boy out of that shitty ass situation. He ain't look like and I appreciate you talking about body language. He didn't want to be there today. He's ready. He like they kicked his ass a couple times. He saw wasn't nobody else gonna fight with him. He's like, I'm cool. Say I'm cool. He tried in the first half. He tried to take some runs forward, got his ass chopped down a couple times. But I think once he kind of recognized that nobody else is gonna fight with him, cool.
Done.
I think the only one that wants to be there is Mbappe.
All right.
That's because the money. That's it.
That's because they let him do whatever, which is why no one else wants to be there. But on to my like biggest take.
Yeah.
I'm officially anti-striker.
You're a false 9 guy.
They don't do anything.
You're a false 9 guy.
I'm officially all in on Spanish football. Throw anyone at striker. We're going to dominate the midfield, and we're going to create so many chances that Charles and I could have 20 goals in a season. Like, I don't...
That's a take.
Name me one striker in the world that, like, puts the fear of God in you right now.
9 for Real Madrid, and without hesitation.
Did he play earlier?
Come on, dog.
I mean, where was he last week?
He's the rating.
Did he play?
What's the hardest double to do? The hardest double.
Team-wise or like as a
in European for the team. Actually, what's our like?
But I'm talking about right now.
It is.
I think like we were talking about, like there aren't that many good strikers. Like I think it's the weakest.
That's part of the issue.
It's the weakest position in the sport
by far. That's because they're not training them. Like there's Ronaldo 9. Like no one's like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even shout out to our boy Drogba. Like Drogba was better. Like.
Why I was a Chelsea
fan. You're right, man.
I'm just saying, like, we talk bad about but there's a reason why. Like I'm like, dude, Memphis isn't horrible in comparison to some of these other dudes. Just because
he's not.
I don't think the other ones are that good. Like I don't think Lukaku is better than Memphis Depay. I just don't. They're about on the same level of bumditude, but like decently. But then Memphis will get a brace. Lukaku will get you a brace, but then he might not score for the rest of the month.
And I would put Giroud in that camp too.
Like.
He didn't play today.
That boy Origi saw a goal and didn't know what the fuck to do.
Did Giroud play today?
Nah, but in general, look at what they do on the domestic.
I'm
not saying
listen,
but he's in that class.
When he goes up against Fiorentina, he's special.
Yeah, they say well.
When Mbappe plays against Nantes, special. Harry Kane against Bournemouth, Jason Bournemouth, special.
No,
I want some of these dudes to be special against like real teams. And against real teams, strikers don't do shit.
Number 9 does, Real Madrid.
He played last week?
You talking about against Barcelona? He actually.
This
is the only time where I think he scored against Barcelona in the last 2 years.
Didn't score.
Oh, my bad. He scored that consolation goal in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, we did.
He definitely did.
Was it Max?
I'm just saying, like, a lot of these dudes don't do anything, and even when they do, I mean, congrats on your 6-yard box goal after like the whole midfield did all the work for you.
Are you okay with changing your stance if City wins the Champions League?
No. I don't even think they get by Leipzig. No, because the only way they're going to win Champions League is if they bench him.
And Osimhen?
Osimhen's pretty good. We'll see what he does in the EPL, but he's nice. He's electric, but we'll see what he does in the EPL. All that I'm just going to run by you stuff not going to work.
I'll rate him even more so if he wins Champions League versus whatever he needs.
Obviously, but he's not even their best player.
Well,
let's not talk about our boy,
my dog Kamzat.
77. I just call him 77.
That's my boy Kamzat.
Did you see what's the name said about him?
Yeah, nigga, we heard.
What did he say?
They want him to all go to Barca, but he's a Madrid fan.
Oh.
No. I ain't even going there. But I can't go there, but thank you. There we go.
Listen, Real Madrid can use him. All their wings is about 30 years old.
He lost a lot of players. Jamie Carragher, you see what he said? Said he's the best player. He's the most exciting and best player in Europe right now.
Oh, yeah, that's not even close. Yeah, that's easy.
He's nasty.
He's good. Kamzat can play.
He
be the one doing all the work for Osimhen, to be honest.
All right, is Mbappe going to end up on Real Madrid or what?
I hope so.
This summer?
Hope so. Ruin them from within.
I don't think he can leave this summer. If what Dion said about the blood money is true, I don't think he gets to leave this summer.
I don't think he can leave this summer for 2 reasons. And the biggest one is he ain't leaving until they know where Messi and Neymar are going. And if Messi and Neymar follow each other, then Mbappe has to say. If Messi goes to like Inter Miami and Neymar goes to play in Saudi Arabia, then like maybe you can move Mbappe at that point.
How much would they pay Osimhen if both them two leave? They have to become a player, right? For him,
this is the end of PSG. They're gonna buy an EPL team. Like they're not. This PSG, is the end of. This is the end of.
What PSG needs to do.
I think they're very.
And Henri was talking about earlier, but I've said this before. Like they should just invest in French players. Like I don't understand. Like Pogba should be on PSG. Thuram should be on PSG. When Griezmann was going through his shit last year, Griezmann's ass should be on PSG. Like they should just be recreating the French team. That's all they should be doing.
What do you think, Charles? Like 40 M's for Hugo?
I'm just like dead ass though. Like they should just like there's as many dudes end up being is like, oh shit, he's French. Like I'm just saying Giroud. I can't get Giroud to be the Mbappe wants to play off a striker. You can't get Giroud to come be the striker.
Or you use
Mbappe doesn't want to play striker.
Just put the best U18 goalie and just fucking start building. But that's part of the problem though is that Donnarumma's nice though. I mean we can't say that he's not nice.
No. I'm just saying they need to if they want to be good and sustain good, like being great, they need to be the French team. Like France has all that fucking talent. They need to be the French team.
But they don't want to do that though. Like I think that's the disconnect.
That's their only path. I think you're still spending big money, but I'm saying you're spending big money on French players. I think that they're like longevity. If they want to be a long term, like growing to like actually be a big club, it's because like the heart of their club is French players. I think that's the way forward.
I think that's like a bit of the disconnect you guys are having with PSG. Like, and maybe it's easier for me to see because like I'm newer to sport than you guys, but like this is a business deal for them. It's like they're flipping a home. They're just flipping a home. Like,
but that I think of them having French players is just building a brand. So at least it's like it resonates with the people.
I mean, they bought the team for like 30 M's, and they're going to be able to sell it for like $1 billion. So, I mean, I feel like their whole goal was like build the new facility, build the team up. You have the Mbappe kid. When we sell you this team, you're going to have Mbappe. You can get your money back by selling Mbappe type of deal. Yeah. And then they're going to buy an EPL team, and they're going to try and do the same thing, which is why I pray to God that they buy Tottenham, because I would love for that.
I'm just saying, like, brand-wise, it's like they got variety out there. They love him, cool. But if Griezmann was out there running around in pink hair, like...
Yeah. But, like, you knew they didn't care when they said Mbappe will have, like, a say in all their decision-making.
Yeah.
Sure.
It had nothing to do with winning from that point on. And then 6 months later, they're like, oh, we're going to buy an EPL team. Like, there's zero coincidence. Like there's zero coincidence. They gave Mbappe all that power and all that deal and everything like that, knowing damn well that
at least go get the what's the young boy in Germany, the Colo Monti, the one that missed the chance in the World Cup. At least go get him from Germany.
Yeah. But like their whole thing is like the Magic Johnson meme. I'm not gonna be here. So they gave Mbappe all that money, all that power, ruined the team, knowing damn well by the time it came to a head, they're gonna be in North London, or they're gonna be in Liverpool, or they're gonna be in Manchester. Like that's somebody else's issue.
Man, it's gonna be interesting to see what they have going on for sure. All right, fellas, here we are. We got some predictions very quickly. We'll just run by them because I think by the next time we meet, we will know who. We will wait till after the draw. Yeah, for sure. Before we get on, because we got to talk about those. Very quickly, we'll start in the Prem. Liverpool, Bournemouth, the 7:30 match. Dion will not be awake. Liverpool keeps their march to the 4th spot.
Why would I wake up to watch Bournemouth?
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
You know they've blown 2-0 leads in the final 30 minutes now this year.
Yes, that is wild.
You know who the other team was that did it? Tottenham. Sleepwalking to top 4.
Where's this game at?
The Cherries are at the crib. Because Liverpool has Real Madrid next week. And you know they're going to, just FYI. And they don't think
they're going to draw.
Okay.
Jason Bournemouth. The Bourne identity.
There you go. Tottenham Hotspur versus Nottingham Forest. We're back at the lane. 10 a.m., 7 a.m.
Keeler Navas by 1 million.
Yes, Jesse Lingard with a fucking goal.
It's a wrap.
Oh yeah. It don't matter. They just got.
I have no faith in them anymore.
Are y'all gonna draw? No, y'all are not picking a draw.
I think Charles and I have predicted Tottenham losing outside of this AC Milan game every week since the World Cup ended.
We don't believe in them.
Yeah, they're not good. I don't know. Is there because in the group chat, y'all
hear you, Dion.
No, y'all don't, because the other team will score a goal and I get an at talking about what's going on.
Back. They're gonna win because now Conte is gonna be a dick and play Richie, and Richie's gonna score.
Richie's nice. I feel for Richie. I think he's probably like our second or third best player.
But they almost bought him without having a place to put him. That was that's where I get on some of these teams just buying players.
Well, so this was the killer, and this is why I was so when we were talking about the FA Cup last week, Charles. I was so and you were like, you should be able to play your backups, and I was like, nah, not at this point. They only bought him because they were expecting to play weekday competitions up until the end,
right? And
they haven't made it past the round of 16 in any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which just means he has no business being on the team. I don't think Conte's done anything with him that wasn't promised. The things that were promised were extra wins in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and Champions League.
Right. No, I'm with you. Like I said, it's just some of these teams I have no idea. I saw Man United's thinking about trying to bring in Victor, and it's so if you bring him in, who is he playing over? Your $100 million left winger, your $100 million right winger, or your Marcus Rashford you're about to sign a $20 million, $30 million a year striker? Who are you? You're about to pay another $100 million to put one of these $100 million players on the bench. And it's probably going to be Anthony because he's the worst of the three of them.
I don't think Rashford's a striker.
So they're going to play four of them, all four of them together.
They're going to play four of them. I don't think Rashford's a striker.
He's
not, but they move him to the middle a bunch. I hear
you. You can be fluid. You can move around.
I'm just saying, where's this guy? Where are these people going? I think it's just my overall point. Is
that's fair.
Where the fuck are they going?
But they talking about Pulisic might go to Real Madrid. The hell he gonna do there?
There are a bunch of teams that are stockpiling. As we're talking
about
Super
players,
League,
though, bro.
Those Super League teams their squad players are $60, $70 million players now.
But what the hell?
Guys that we fucking shipped off are the best player in MLS apparently.
But the hell is Pulisic gonna do on Madrid, man?
What, play left back?
Crystal Palace, Man City, at Crystal Palace.
I
Patrick
hope
Vieira.
Crystal wins. I'm sick of City.
Because Vieira could Vieira do something for me. Come on, Patrick Vieira. What you think, Charles?
I mean, as an accidental citizen, I got to go with my club of just misconception.
Alvarez starts this week. Watch, but he ain't gonna start in the Champions League.
I'm going. Man, City getting these boys up out of here. It's gonna be a good City performance. They're gonna be on the right track before they play Leipzig. I'm going 3-1.
They need wins in
3-1.
back both these games.
3-1.
These are must wins.
I'm going to call it now. Jack Grealish is going to show up.
He's not that bad.
The
thing that I hate about Jack Grealish is not even his game. It's the fact that he is if you can show me any stat that correlates him being the most fouled player in England to him actually being fucking good at something, then that would matter. But they say that every time he touches the ball, that's all he does. He's Mr. I get fouled. That is not, to me, is not a good at soccer skill. I need you to do more things than just get fouled. That's all I ask for you, Jack Grealish.
Gotcha.
He does everything. There's nothing Mbappe does Grealish can't do. Run fast, I guess. Grealish is kind of fast, though.
Grealish is kind of quick. But my
Grealish
thing is, all I take is you get fouled every time is you get too close to people. That's all I got from that. It's not that you're good. It's just you get way too fucking close to people. You take extra dribbles. Because he's the king, too, of taking a fucking extra dribble before he crosses it. He's going to show up, though. And he's a $100 million player. He should be decent.
Listen, when we start discussing the contract, I completely get it. But the individual, it's kind of like it was always my argument with Wiggins. Your main defense of why this guy stinks is his contract. He was overpaid, obviously. Yes. But the product on the court, and the same with Grealish, the product on the pitch really isn't that bad.
Yeah, that's that argument would apply to João Felix. I don't think João Felix is horrible. I think João Felix is horrible for the second most expensive player ever.
135.
I will say I don't know what João Felix does on the field.
He is total football. He's positionless football if there ever was. He's like if you had when you do creative player and you just chase the ball. He's a 12-year-old. He's a 7-year-old playing soccer, just chases the ball. He'd be active though.
If Grealish never got fouled, that's what João Felix does.
but I think even to your point, what you were talking about earlier, Dion, about how we need to get rid of strikers. I think they phased out 10s and they need to bring back 10s because João's a 10. That whole position, Harry needs to be playing in the 10. I think Modric is one of the few people that still really plays. Obviously, Messi would if he was back at Barca. He still kind of plays as one now, but the 10 position has kind of gone out, and I think that's the that. If you want to get rid of the striker, I'm down for that, but we need to bring the 10 back more.
Yes, sir. Agree with that. Let me couple these just real quick. United on Thursday. You know what? Back up. Arsenal has they are going to be going to Portugal. They play against Lisbon tomorrow. And then we have Fulham on Sunday. I will make the prediction. I think we
play Lisbon in what?
The Europa. We start the round of 16.
I'm so glad we lost that. And now that I got to hear what you got to do,
I actually think we're going to draw. I think we're going to draw both matches.
I'm glad my boys.
We play Fulham once. We play Fulham at Fulham on Sunday at the Cottage.
The Fighting Chad Cons?
Yes. Yes, indeed. I think we're drawing. And I just think we're going to – one of these away matches, I just don't know if we're going to win 2 away matches again in a row. I just don't think we're that yet. So
which game do you think you're going to prioritize?
Sunday.
Because you're going to rotate the squad one of those games.
Yeah. If Jesus – obviously, but we need Jesus – back. He's back in training. But
y'all can't hold on. Rewind.
We have no tier. We have no tier in the.
Y'all can't win 2 road games in a row against Lisbon and Fulham.
We did against Villa and was it Villa and
these y'all champs.
I just don't listen. Y'all Almira?
Hey man, it was a blip.
I understand. I hear you.
Hold on. You do
I'm
remember
expecting a blip for us, but I'm talking about a draw. I'm not talking about wins.
Can I ask you what happened after Almira?
Well, you know what happened. Why you asking questions that you know the answer to?
Okay, my bad.
Benzema playing that game?
Is that what ML stands for? Madrid loses?
Today? Today? Shit. What you hey.
Hey, the game after Amir, did Benzema play?
He was out there, cardio merchant.
Just checking.
Him and Jules were just kicking it in France.
There's nothing that puts the fear of God in me like 90 minutes of running.
Your boy got locked up by Marcos Alonso.
There's an opportunity now for some Spanish redemption against United. United has Real Betis tomorrow. And then on the weekend, they have Southampton. I think United is drawing both matches, too.
But who cares?
Where's the Betis game at? No, I don't even care about Europa anymore. This shit is that.
Who cares?
No, they're
going to
win. No. I'm not going to be a bad sport about it. I think they need to. Where's the Betis game at?
First, it's at United tomorrow.
Okay,
because Betis got the first in the group.
They need to show their ass tomorrow and bounce back. So I think they're going to throw everything they can at that game, and they'll get the result tomorrow because they better. Because I think Ten Hag is going to kill somebody if they don't.
I fuck with him, man.
I do too. I kind of like his vibe.
I can't believe we hired Buddy, who lasted 2 months instead of Ten Hag.
Oh man, but I'm glad y'all hired a black man though.
I'm not.
I mean, he was top of the league with 4.
I'd rather have Ten Hag. Ten Hag said he wanted the job. He said he got skipped over for that clown.
He wasn't. I don't know if he was going to be ready. Maybe he probably felt some type of way because all the young boys had just left. But I mean, I hear you. Espirito Santo.
Y'all see what? Hold on, did y'all see what Mueller just said about Messi? Charles about to get triggered.
Hold on. Let me get him. Let me get your prediction real quick on Betis and United, though.
Let me go find this shit before you read it.
Go ahead, actually, just go ahead. So United, you got United back to back.
Listen, I don't care what United does the rest of the year. They're going to get top 4, I guess, and what they do in Europe.
All right. Go ahead. Let's give me the quote.
He said, against Messi, things always go well at all levels in terms of results. At club level, Cristiano Ronaldo was our only problem when he was at Real Madrid.
All I will say is speak for himself and not Boateng. Because Messi still got his ankles. And let's not say, the one thing, Bayern can talk all their shit. Bayern can talk all that shit. Let's not forget. The only piece of non-Bayern memorabilia in the museum is a Messi jersey.
Yeah, them Germans play important games once a month and be lashing out.
They really do, man. I like their as much as I hate Bayern, I was liking their vibe today. They're so they're true to their fucking brand. They are who they are. They're Bayern through and through. We'll just leave it at that. They're Munich through and through.
Germans don't care about South American teams. That 7-2 in 2018 against Brazil.
Yeah, well, listen, Neymar was out there. Listen, we already went over Brazil's roster. It's just infinitely. Now that I know who was out there with Neymar, anything that happened is just infinitely less impressive.
They for real do not respect them.
But them Germans play they're the definition of work smarter, not harder. We gonna play important games once a month on a Wednesday. I got about 3.5 weeks off until we play Dortmund. I got 4 years off until the World Cup, and in between we not tripping off anything, and we gonna talk our shit too.
Yeah, they show up against big teams, but they'll fucking lose. Don't let them draw Porto. They might fuck around and lose to them, just because that's they're known. The game, wait till you see a Bundesliga game where they just trick off. Oh, it is a thing of it's I've seen them get their asses with 5-1 in a Bundesliga game. It's
and they trick off the Euros. They don't give a fuck about it. They'll trick off anything that's not Champions League or World Cup. They don't care that much. I kind of fuck with the energy.
Oh, this team was bad.
Was it Brazil's 18 team?
This Brazil's 14 team. Oh, they were bad.
When did they have a good team? Them Brazil good teams I hear about must be that those show up the same amount of times as when Rafinha has his day.
The 0206, Algo Bonita.
Listen, Neymar was 12.
Bro, these guys had Hulk and Oscar.
We're not gonna disrespect Hulk.
Hulk wasn't bad.
I fuck with Hulk. He was good on FIFA.
Did they have Spanish or Brazilian Diego Costa? Because he played on both sides.
Yeah.
Right?
Danny Alves was a substitute, but I messed with Danny Alves. William was a substitute.
Yuck.
Oh God. Enrique.
Maxwell.
Paulinho, I mess with Paulinho. He's all right. Scolari. But bro, they had Malcolm. David Luiz was the captain. Oh, this team was bad.
Listen, they be having Neymar out there with 80s basketball players, wondering why they don't got a World Cup.
They had to go against. I mean, people say he's top 3 goalie in the world. Newer, Lom. That's when Jerome was nice. Hummels.
Who the hell are the people that are saying Neuer is a top 3 goalie in the world right now?
Bro, before the end, he is known as top 3 for sure.
Right now,
I haven't thought. I don't think he's better than. I haven't thought he was better than. Well, Mats last year he was better than. He's not better than Mats now, and obviously he's hurt.
Hey,
Brazil he's not his job back. He was probably the only person that was rooting for fucking PSG today in Germany.
I just finished bashing Brazil, and they have 2 goalies better than Neuer right now.
Yeah, true.
And then I think maybe 3rd.
Then Donnarumma.
He's not better than Ter Stegen.
Donnarumma was better than him.
I liked him, but that's the issue. Where does Ter Stegen play, Charles?
Ter Stegen is the German starting goalkeeper from
now.
here on out. From here on out. But I'm saying up until.
But in 2014, Casillas shouldn't have been Spain's goalie. But you honor veterans, like people that won.
Yeah.
Like he.
I mean,
like
Kemba was our keeper for 2 seconds.
Kadira, Mueller, Kroos, my boy Mezet.
Yeah, then they ran out fucking
Gundogan. They had Podolski on the bench, Draxler on the bench. Oh my gosh! Brazil was bad. Brazil was bad.
And they had Neymar broke his back. It was back playing a month later, but we'll get into that.
Yeah. Anyways,
niggas let Choupo-Moting. They let Choupo-Moting score a goal on him. Like the fact that Choupo-Moting literally has been player comparisons. Choupo-Moting, Bimbo Coles. Nigga been on 17 teams.
All right, let's get into the Champions League predictions, and then we'll get up out of here real quick. So next week, we know we have the return trip over to. Actually, we're going to go back to Madrid, but we're not sure what's going to go on there. But next week, next Tuesday, Porto versus Inter Milan. Inter Milan is a 1-0 aggregate, but they are playing at Porto.
The run for Italy. What's the aggregate right now?
0-1. Porto is losing to Inter.
The Italian run ends. Porto 2-1.
Okay. Like it. All right. City, Leipzig. Dion, you go first.
Leipzig. Fuck City. I'm over it with them.
At the Etihad.
But I don't give a fuck. Etihad, Qatari Airways. I don't care.
Madrid.
Another thing. And nothing about the Etihad is scary. The Etihad is the striker of stadiums.
Oh, man. Y'all are great. Madrid, Liverpool 5-2 is the aggregate.
Liverpool 7-0. Run it back.
Charles, a serious prediction, please. Shut up, nigga. I ain't gonna let you United even close to the same sentence as my squad.
I think Liverpool. If you hold on, this is my prediction is contingent. My prediction is contingent on you playing Camavinga at left back again. If you're gonna run out stupid ass tactics, anything's possible. I'm just saying. If y'all gonna play people that are in positions that they don't play, I mean, y'all better off putting Hazard back there, left back.
We are so behind on things because Ferland Mendy's not healthy.
So I will say this:
that makes it's made a huge difference.
I think Liverpool can win the game. I don't think they're going to catch up and win the tie, but
I think I actually think Liverpool.
But that or it's going. I could see it being a 2-2 or 3-3 tie.
Yeah.
There's going to be goals, obviously, because both teams are fucking linky as shit at the back. And Trent's got to guard Vinicius, which should be hilarious. So I mean, like I said, I think Liverpool. It'll be just as good a game, but I think. It's not going to be. I think Liverpool either wins or draws. So, but I still think Madrid's going to advance though.
And I think you guys say the most fun match of the day.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Are we going to talk about how there might only be one EPL team left in Champions League after that? Farmers League?
I think City gets through, Dion.
Okay, so they got two. Farmers League?
A little strong. 2 out of the 4.
Listen. And they barely got one, and the other one isn't exactly blowing Leipzig away.
Yeah. If y'all losing, y'all bow out in Europa, Dion might be on to another one. Hey, them shits be sounding wild in the group chat, man. You let them simmer for a little bit, though. I'd be like,
It's one of those, you don't want to admit the EPL stinks because it's, ML doesn't have Paramount or ESPN Plus, so it's the one that's on CBS and NBC and USA. It's on American cable. You know what I mean? So,
Peacock for too long. Charles knows this because
exactly. Peacock. EPL.
You got to pay for Peacock. Listen, I got
EPL.
Relax.
EPL. I'm just saying, EPL is the easiest one to watch. It has the most money, so it's on paper, this is the best league, but I'm just saying, you can't convince me Real Betis is worse than Tottenham. Can't convince me of that.
Well, we're going to see.
I agree
United when they run up on United.
Nah, that won't show me anything because Betis could lose 8-0, and I would say Tottenham would lose 9.
I think a healthy Real Sociedad could give a bunch of those
Well, they did. They got first place in Europa over United.
Yeah, but they've been battling some injuries too.
Touche. I mess with Sociedad.
Mike O been hurt. He their best player.
Napoli.
Complete sidebar. Dion.
Oh boy.
Jackson Hayes just got dunked on, so I'm just gonna move on from that.
That's insane because the one thing he does good is jump. So you would think that's the one thing he has.
Jaden Hardy just put one on his head. So
Jaden Hardy, is this a G League game you're watching?
Nah, he's playing because he's got moved up to Mavs full time now.
That explains their record lately
with the trades. He's got 8 points, 3 for 3 from the field and 1 for 1 from free throw.
That does nothing for me.
Napoli, Frankfurt.
Where's this one at?
At Napoli.
Napoli. We outside. 4-1. 4-1.
6-1 aggregate. We're calling.
Listen, you can't convince me Napoli can't be top 2 in the EPL. There's just no way.
Disagree with that. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
Even though they did lose this weekend, but
yes, they did. Every match.
The way they score, EPL teams can only make comebacks you got a few comebacks in the bag the whole year. In the EPL, normally whoever scores first wins. That's Tottenham's fucking issue. They never score first. The amount of times Napoli would just be up 2-0 on a team by the 30th minute would be insane.
Agree. All right, some last thoughts.
Frankfurt's another one. Frankfurt could get top 4.
No.
Oh, come on. Lasting thoughts. Is that your lasting thought? Frankfurt top 4 for EPL? Is that what
I think so. Yeah, but Frankfurt's better than Tottenham.
I can't go there.
Neutral field.
Frankfurt gonna score. I don't know if Tottenham will.
Yeah, that's two conflicting points. Do I think one team is better than the other? I don't know. Do I think the other team is going to score?
Bro, we were down 1-0 on aggregate and subbed a defender on for a winger.
So give me the lasting thought, your boys. y'all of the last match of the weekend. Bilbao, I didn't easy walk in the park. You're there.
Bilbao has always given us trouble.
Yes.
I consider them like our second trickiest team to play besides because we usually handle Atletico. So I usually besides Real, I think they're usually like our stickiest team to play. They usually like I'm terrified of playing them in like a Copa. Just the awful team to play in that. Inaki might get loose. One of those Williams brothers is healthy. I know one of them's hurt right now, but we should be able to find our way. I mean, we got with PSG being out, Champions League, hopes are high right now. Spirits are high in Barcelona. El Capitan might be coming home. So, I mean, spirits are good. Lewandowski is going to be back in the squad. Pedri's getting healthier by the day. Dembele is getting healthier by the day. Rafinha's getting closer and closer to the bench.
This is Neymar's running mate.
I feel like I've been seeing some things. It's going to be a race to the end of the season between Farron and Ansu, who's going to play better because one of them is getting sold. So I need Ansu to start producing. I do think there's a scenario where he gets like the perfect world. I think the perfect storm that I'm seeing starting to brew is he gets sold and then they give Messi his 10 back. It just makes a lot of sense.
How much could they get for Ansu and Rafinha? Like 150 probably?
They'd get more for Ansu than they'd get from Rafinha.
And they got offered 70 for Rafinha, so that might be like a $200 million pull.
They get 80 at least for Ansu.
Okay. Listen, Messi willing to come on one of them volunteer contracts?
He is.
I'm just saying, Jude. Hey.
We don't need another midfielder.
You can never have enough of them. It's my favorite position.
I got faith. I have been seeing some signs from Ansu. Farron should have definitely given him the penalty the other day, but I think he's slowly starting to get his confidence back. So I'm things are good, man. We're playing once a week, dude. We have literally 3 more games this month. Like that's it. Like my squad is fine. Like we're good. We got you boys on the 19th. Mm-hmm. I might have Pedri and Dembele back, and if I get Dembele back, it's a wrap.
Dembele is definitely back.
But if we get him back for that Classico, it's a wrap. Like because you guys
it may be even sooner than that.
Nah, the whole thing with if we put a Araujo out there, Vinny's never tracking back. So like you got you're leaving Dembele out there with. We keep talking. That's why I kept talking about who's your left back.
Yeah,
because if you want to put Camavinga back there on an island with Dembele, all right then. It's gonna be
which could be a problem against Mo Salah this weekend.
It's gonna be France on France violence.
Next week, she'll be there the week. Madrid has Espanyol. They should get it. We should be 6 points down by the time y'all play Bilbao. So we could be the best case scenario is 7 because Barcelona's not losing the rest of the year. They could draw. They're just not losing the rest of the year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of French people around the world, by the way.
That's why I said that it wouldn't be hard for PSG to just – first off, Chouameni wants to be back in Paris. He's there every 2 days.
Because he don't even go to Madrid games when Wemby's in town.
Like, I'm just – like, they could pull a pretty decent – like, not even like the French national team, just if they had French players. Like, they can do some things, man. They already got a lot of French dudes. They got all that money. They can sell fucking Neymar. They can sell Xavi Simons back to PSV for like 80 if they need to. They can make some things work. Because I think he's going to want out. I think Donnarumma's going to want out soon. Anyway, always never a dull moment in this sport of ours.
Never. Quick. Just from 3 weeks ago, just said we should just monitor. Let's just see where it goes. After the 15-point deduction. Juve is up to 35 points. They are 12 points back of Roma. Our boy Jose Mourinho is now in top 4 of Serie A and a point out of third and 3 points out of second.
Guess that's another league you can sleepwalk to top 4.
I try to watch Roma games.
You can't. I don't. It's like watching Tottenham matches.
It's fucking awful.
AC Milan 5th right now in the Serie A. Atalanta. So I'm not sure if Juve can catch. I think they can get to Europe, though. Atalanta is at 42 points. We'll see.
Shout out to Atalanta, the original Napoli.
Our boys, 100%. Our boys Pogba's back. Yeah.
Our boy.
I might have to cop that jersey, man. That UV 10 kind of fire. That UV 10 kind of fire.
I gotta go hedge. All right. Lasting thoughts from anybody? Any more? Dion, you good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dion has put it out there for us. Let's keep monitoring what's going on in EPL. And then for Charles, French players.
It's a lot of them. Camavinga's French?
Yeah.
First off,
isn't Mendy French too?
Listen, as a society, we're going to have to do something about the amount of Africans that are French. There might be more French Africans than there are African Americans. We have to monitor that.
And
out of control.
Their most consistent player for keeping it a true buck. N'Golo Kante is hurt right now, and he's available. Paris should invest in that boy. Bring him home.
Bro,
Bring him home.
Thuram's a free agent this summer. Bring him in. Bring Giroud.
Who? Who's the first name?
Marcus Thuram.
Tottenham should get him. He's a free agent?
I think he's out of contract this year.
He's out of contract. But yeah, they talking about, well, Arsenal's talking about offering him as well.
Well, Arsenal's trying to get everybody. So.
I mean,
second place.
I mean, PSG should go get your boy since that'll be the first time he ever from Arsenal. Since that'll be the first time he ever played in France because he barely played, didn't see no minutes in the World Cup.
Come on, dog.
And I ain't gonna lie. The more he plays, the more you realize why he did not play. If that makes sense.
My guy's confidence has been a little shaky since he get on the practice pitch with them other boys.
Well, the world realized he can't dribble. You watch an Arsenal game, the offensive players just passing him the ball and hoping to take it back and then score. They're not even trying to make a move around him.
A little tough right now. A little tough. Yeah. All right, Charles, any last baby? FCB, y'all outside, man. Gotta give it to you.
Just watching Kevin Durant roll his own ankle in warm-ups.
Big for nothing. Loser without Steph.
Fuck.
Oh man. Appreciate everybody.
If it wasn't for Steph Curry, BetterHelp.com would have an extra advertiser.